Morning. I hope I'm live. I'm just going to put the camera
7 seconds.
on the tripod. Morning. So, hold on. I'm just I'm just doing something behind the camera or phone rather. So hold on. Right, folks. I hope you can see me there. Good morning. Welcome to the Blind Wood Turner. That's me, Chris. Chris Warwickshire now. I'll explain more. Yeah, this is 2 weeks plus one, so 15 days since Nicola and I got married. So that's why I've been missing in action for a couple of weeks because we got married and been just sort of like hanging out and catching up with some things, and I have had some demos to do. So that's why I'm missing in action. So no wood turning project today, but I've got a demonstration tomorrow at Axminster Tools and Machinery, their store in Warrington. So I'm getting ready for that. So I thought, well, we can hang out. As you know, guys, obviously I can't read any of the chat that's coming through on the phone, so massive apologies for that. But Nicola is off work at the moment, so any
1 minute 34 seconds.
Any comments that come through, Nicola can let me know what people have been saying. So yeah, we're getting ready for a demo. And also, before I forget, very important news. I don't know if you guys know, but yesterday, it being the 4th of October, the latest edition of Wood Turning magazine came out, and I made the cover. Absolutely amazing. Important note though, the photographs included in my article and
2 minutes 8 seconds
and the cover photo, they were all taken by Nicola. She was a bit excited that perhaps she'd get credited with the photographs in the publication, but she didn't. So I'm giving her a massive shout out. So love you, Nicola, and thanks for all your hard work supporting
2
me.
minutes 33
yeah,
seconds.
Nicola, she needs to be credited posthumously for all the photographs in that article, including the cover photo, which was taken at Horton Tower, the castle where we got married. That was in one of their stables when I did a demonstration there last year. So Nicola sent that photo
2 minutes 52 seconds.
Sent that photo to Mark Baker, the editor of Wood Turning magazine, and he used that. So that was cool. I knew that I'd made the shortlist, but I got a heads up a couple of days before saying I'd made the cover. Massive honour. I hope you enjoy the article. If you haven't read it yet, get a copy. Support the magazine and all the other wood turners out there, and read it. It's a 4-page article, I think, about me. If you haven't heard my story and how I went blind and how I got to where I am at the moment, yeah, get a copy. It's Nicola said it reads really well, and she did read it to me, and when we were proofreading it, it sounded really good. So that's cool. Busy month coming up. Demo tomorrow. Next Tuesday I'm public speaking at a charity, Walthew House, which is a charity for the blind and visually impaired. So I'm doing some public speaking there and taking some examples of my working, especially the textured pieces, so the guys and gals can have a feel and have a bit of a sensory trip. So that's next Tuesday. Then the latter part of next week, I'm down with Nicola to Devon, Axminster headquarters. So I'm there for the day. I'm getting hopefully to meet all the team there. Wayne Asher, who's on the marketing team. Colwyn Way, who's a master wood turner who works for Axminster and demos all over the planet. Craig Steele, who's a skill centre manager and a master carpenter and turner as well. So I'm gonna get to meet the whole team and have a walk around the facility and the store there. And I've got a 90-minute demo to do as well, apparently, while I'm down there. So that should be fun.
5 minutes 3 seconds.
And then the day after Axminster Tools and Machinery HQ visit, and with the one and only Nick Agar. Nicola's booked today with Nick Agar for me, and to say I can't wait. He's asked me what I want to do, so I want to do texturing and have an in-depth texturing class from what has to be said, really, the master, the master. Now, there are lots of great wood turning artists out there, we know, and I love them all. But in the article of Wood Turning magazine, I did say one of my inspirational characters that I would really like to meet, sort of like a bucket list, was Nick Agar. Now, because he does the Viking bowls, and you probably know about me and the whole heavy metal and Viking thing and Danish ancestry. But not only does he do these amazing Viking bowls, but you know, his texturing work, and his pieces have been purchased by the royal family, the late Lady Diana Spencer, and Aspreys, the jewellers in London. They have pieces of his art in their fine jewellery shop. So massive honour to spend the day with Nick Agar. So that's the last part of next week. So it's all to do with me getting more into the wood turning art and texturing side. So yeah, lots going on. More demos. What else have I got coming up? Axminster demo in Cardiff. And I'm sort of like sharing the stage with Steve Healy there. So that should be fun. So yeah, what am I doing today? I'm getting my stuff together. So I've already started packing the toolboxes. So I apologise as I might go out of frame for a moment or two, but I'll be back and you'll hear me keep talking. So basically, let me just get this off the lathe now. I'll be back in a sec. Someone I know has done me, not Leon Britton, someone has done me a segmented glue up. So this is maple and utility. So that's a segmented glue up. This little thing here, that used to be the base, or the wood part of a clock, and I was given it. So I've taped it to that, and then the live centre is going to go there. And just while I'm getting it, it's a little bit out of balance. It's on a sacrificial block and the faceplate, little bit out of balance. So it's just to add support this way until I get this all balanced, and then I'll be able to remove that. So that's one, and then if I get through that, I've got another one here, another glue up done by Alan Walker. Now Alan Walker found out about me from my feature on Sunday Morning Live on BBC One, and he lives in Horton, which is where the castle is, where we got married. And Alan Walker was a master carpenter for a big company called Berries here in Lancashire, that have a big builder's yard and retail store, and he was a carpenter for 50 years. He's a wood turner. This is Japanese oak, and it smells beautiful. This smells nice, but it's not as fragrant as the Japanese oak. So he did these glue ups for me. So I thought tomorrow at the demo, it will show people how I deal with multiple facets like this, and how I start getting these knocked into shape and end up with a finished wood turned pot. So I'll be starting on this one, get that one done, I can go on to that one, but things are always subject to change. I might do that one and then decide to do a bit of spindle turning or whatever, but that's the plan anyway. I'll be doing some segmented turning so they can live there to go. So yeah, happy days. I'm just going to pop off camera again. I've just got a fresh cup of tea. So, although this isn't talking, turning and tea, well, it is in a way. So, what else do I need to discuss? Yeah, where's my other toolbox? There's so much to remember for a demonstration. Not so bad for an Axminster store, because if I forget it, they've got it. So it wouldn't be the end of the world, but if you ever went on a wood turning demonstration to a club and you'd forgotten something, it could be a bit of an issue. I think I've just waxed the tripod. So another toolbox here. These toolboxes that separate and have wheels and handles, they're great. So easy to transport and get things in the car. Make life a lot easier. And on some demos it can be, you know, walking from the car to the hall or the club, you know, and you're, you know, rather than carrying half a dozen boxes, it's easier just pull a couple of things. So really, really handy. So if you're doing demos, or you want to do demos and you haven't yet got any of these toolbox chests, like the pull along suitcases, get some. You won't regret it. They're not that expensive neither. So highly recommended. So always trying to anticipate what I'm going to need. Oh, and a massive thank you everybody for all your kind wishes for our wedding. It was really cool, everyone saying hi and congratulations and thank you so very much. We've got lots and lots of friends around, so that was really, really nice. It was a great day, absolutely threw it down, nothing we could do about that, but it was a great setting, and it was cool to be sat at the table where James I knighted the loin of beef, so it became sirloin. That was the top table. And when Horton Tower was being made, there was a tree stump in the middle of the Great Hall, well, a tree, and they carved the table out of that tree, and that table has not left that Great Hall for hundreds and hundreds of years, and they can't get it out because it's huge. So it was built in situ, and that's where it's remained to this day. Got plenty of power in that, I think. I only charged it up the other day. So yeah, very, very historic place. Then a couple of days after that, the Aston Martin Owners Club were at the tower, so that was a lovely day. So Nicola got to sit in the new DB11, £170,000 worth of Aston Martin, the new DB11. But those cars are epic. Nicola's dream car, an Aston Martin. So she got to sit in the latest one, the latest incarnation of the DB series. But they were all there: Vantage, Vanquish, DB7. Nick Mason from Pink Floyd, a couple of his cars were there on display, although Nick Mason wasn't there. Yeah, so very early vintage Astons there, and obviously the James Bond DB5s and 6s were there, the modern stuff, DB7s and things. Absolutely fantastic. Really cool. Cheers everybody. So here's my magnetic. It just has a couple of Allen keys on there for chucks and face plates. That'll be going too. So thank you as well to people that sent wedding gifts. That was incredible. I'm going to need these coal jars because when I part the segmented pot away from its sacrificial block, I'm going to turn it around, hold it in these coal jars,
14 minutes 51
and
seconds.
then I'll be able to finish off the bottom. So I think I'm going to have to move these out to their furthest. So I'll do that now, he says. Let me just remember where I put my Allen keys. Allen keys are here. So what else? What else is happening? I've mentioned going down to Devon. Is this the right one? Yeah, that fits. Yeah, going down to Devon. Nick Agar. Coming up as well, I've got a demo in Coventry, Coombe Abbey. In Coventry. Shout out to Sophie Lewis, who's going to try and get to the Cardiff demo. Make it Soph. So, if you don't know, Sophie came here for a wood turning weekend with myself, Steve Twydell, Martin Saban-Smith, Glyn Senior from Hampshire Sheen, and she's still practicing her lathe work. She's just got a new video up, a time lapse of Venom from the Marvel series, I think. So she's just posted a video. Check her out, give her your support, which is cool. And she's just in the middle of doing some
Live. 16 minutes 39 seconds.
art workshops for some schools near where she lives, so that's cool. She's living the dream. So I'm just I caramba. So yeah, demo tomorrow, Warrington. Starts at 10 AM, although I'll be there well in advance of that to get set up and prep. So the store actually opens at 8 AM, but I don't need to be there that early. I was for my first ever demo there because I was pretty anxious and not nervous. Well, yeah, nervous. But I've done lots of demos since then and still want to be there in plenty of time just to set up in a relaxed fashion. Oh yeah, I did a demo last week in,
17 minutes 49 seconds.
in Mould, North Wales. That was a great demonstration, really good crowd. Met up with a couple of people that I'd met before. Young Ewan, who's just finding his way in the world of wood turning, and he looked after Bamba most of the night. He loves Bamba and it's his favourite breed of dog. He wants a German Shepherd. So shout out to Ewan and his mum, Howard, from the wood turning club that booked me. He's been into Axminster and seen me. Yeah, so the demo 10 while 4 I think it is.
18 minutes 40 seconds.
A lot of fun, bit of a break for some lunch part way through. Lots and lots of cups of tea. Bit of a giggle, bit of a laugh, interacting. Hoping to inspire some newbies there. So like all other jaw sets, these are numbered. Stamped with a number to correspond with the chuck. So these have to go on in the right order. So I can always ask someone just to find and read the number out to me. It's here just in between. It's stamped. These two holes here, which are where it's mounted to the chuck itself, just in between there's a little stamp of a number. That felt like number 1. So I can, and of course the chuck is stamped as well, so I can locate them in the correct sequence by touch. So as I'm unscrewing this, I've got my finger in the hole underneath, and that helps me locate the hole. I'm just screw them in hand tight first and then just nip them up. But I'll check again tomorrow. And of course, even though you might have sort of like a game plan for a demo, right? Like I said, I'm going to be doing those segmented glue ups. You need a contingency. And not only do you need a contingency in the way of wood, so if I finish them and I want to get on with something else, you need contingency wood for that. But you also need the equipment. Let's say I took a spindle blank. You have to remember to take your centre finder to find the centre for your spindle blank to mount it to the lathe. So for everything, you have to consider there are associated variables with that as well. So even though I might not need it, take my centre finder. In fact, put that there. So that's cool, and I can feel in this. I've got a box of blanks here and offcuts.
Live. 22 minutes 10 seconds.
So if I take something like that, I could do a little goblet. So yeah, I'll take that. And I've already included in this toolbox here things like drive spurs, step centres. I'm going to get a piece of wire now, rather than those all just be 4 loose items. I'm going to get a piece of wire. Let's feel for my wire snippers. And then I can just keep all those 4 items.
Live. 22 minutes 55 seconds.
Every time my phone chirps up like that, that must be, am I getting a comment? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, some more news, just remembered. There is an art gallery in the seaside resort called Southport up here in the northwest. So I had a meeting with the directors of the art gallery because they found out about me, and they want to have some of my pieces in their gallery shop. So I took examples of my work, and they really like the textured stuff. They really like that. And they also said they'd love to have a couple of fountain pens as well, really nice fountain pens. So I've been making those too. There you are, just all connected with a bit of wire. Stop some thrashing around everywhere. So yeah, I will be having stuff in an art gallery in Southport. I think that's happening this month too. I can't remember if they said they're moving into new premises, so they'll wait until they've done that to get my stuff in there. Thin parting tool, need that. So what I always do, I've just sharpened this, for transporting all my stuff, the carbide tools that Wayne Potter's made for me. He's made the tips so the carbide doesn't get broken or damaged or gets blunt. So with every other tool that I transport, I always just wrap some kitchen towel around the end, at the business end, and tape it on, and it just protects it in transit. Just something I do. And now I need to be feeling for abrasives. And I've just locked not a load over. So that's 80. That'll be 120. $180. $240. That can go in there. So, kitchen towel, super important. Oh, good news about Charlie. He's still at college doing music, but he's had his first trial flying lesson, which went very well. So he got to have control of a Cessna 150. Loved it. So he's having flying lessons. His first one is next month. So he's on his way for his PPL. Because his ultimate dream is to get his pilot's license and then work up to being an airline pilot. So I'd love to be able to have the £100,000 just to send him off to, let's say, America, and just send him there for a year and get him through his airline transport pilot's license, his ATPL. Can't afford that. So he's got to just start having lessons, saving up, getting a part-time job for when he's out of college, and just working through and, you know, getting his hours up there. So it's 45 hours, and then obviously you have your ground school and your exams. But he's absolutely, like I am, very keen on aviation. He's mad keen on aviation. So he enjoyed his first flight. So good luck to you, son. You can do it, mate. I used to fly before I went blind. So yeah, I flew a PA-28, a Piper Cherokee, which is a good, and it was an early one as well with a quadrant throttle, which was cool. Felt like a real airline pilot in that. So yeah, anyway, he's on his way now. So his first lesson is next month. So he's on his way to his PPL. That's good, because we'd be at fly meter demos. Only kidding, but you never know. You never know. Alright, what do I need to think of? I've got calipers, I've got tools. Ah! Ooh. A couple of these storage containers. So one has all my power sanding consumables in, all the Velcro discs, and this has Scotch-Brite, the power sanding sponge wheels, let's call them that, those tapered cones, some steel brushes. So power sanding stuff. What else? What else? What else? What else? Come on, guys, think. Think. Ah, You never know when you're going to need them. An assortment of screwdriver bits, Torx, hex head, because I have got to take the faceplate off, and they're Torx screws on that, so they can go in there. While I'm down here, another set, a smaller set of dovetail jaws. I've got some plasters and antiseptic cream in case you get a nick. So let's open up in here now. I've got some things out of here already. I've got some CA glue and sanding sealer and friction polish I've got out of there. I've got my Stanley knife, a pocket knife. Need this. Hampshire Sheen Carnauba wax sticker armour. Just waz that in there next to, I can feel the tin of Hampshire Sheen high gloss in there, so I'll put that in there with that. Is there anything else in here that I need? No. Depth gauge that Brandon baking soda made for me. Hope you're alright, Brandon. Not heard from you for a while, so I hope everything's okay. Big love to you, my friend, over in Ireland, and big love to everyone in Ireland. In fact, all my relatives on my mother's side are from Ireland, Roscommon. So that's cool. A lot of love for the Irish. So yeah, I'm a mix of Irish and Danish, which is pretty awesome. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Oof. This little adapter. Now this, my revolving live centre, you can just slip this over the end one way, and then you just get the tiny little part of the point sticking out. So that's good for spindles because it doesn't force all those which are like aligned straws, doesn't force them out, so it's safer. And then if you flip it around the other way, it's just that cup then, so it just doesn't stick in, but it can impart more pressure. So I'll take that. It says if you can find the take that little fellow. Excelente. Did I say I've got kitchen towel? Kitchen towel? I've got kitchen towel. Can't remember. Did I say I've got kitchen towel, folks? Got kitchen towel. It's in there. The lathe I'm using tomorrow is the shop demonstrator of the AT1416 VS, which is the one, my main workhorse, so I don't have to take my lathe, which is pretty cool. I've got another box here. This has things in the box. It just goes in the car as is, because things like the excuse me, sanding sealer and friction polish and CA glues, I like to keep them upright just in case there's any leakage. So that goes into the car as is, which is awesome. My turning smock, my new turning smock, it's the new Axminster one, is upstairs in the house, so I'll get that tomorrow. Leaflets, flyers I mean, and business cards, they're in the house. Pull up banner, That's behind you guys. Any questions? Anyone listening? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Oh, yeah. There we go. I'll talk about it. One pull-up banner, and while I was over there thinking on wall thickness calipers, so they can go in there. That's pretty awesome. What are these? Oh yeah, some. He says as he throws them out all over the place. It's like the probe set. Although they look like I've lost one. I don't know where that is. But yeah, little probe set, little hook tools. Really handy to have, but you know, great for the workshop, you know, if you want to just get an O-ring off or little fiddly things where you need to just hook them. Really, really good to have. In fact, I'm going to pick up another set from somewhere. Yeah, the one that's missing was just straight and tapered like a needle. These are all angled, but really, really handy to have. A probe set. I've got both drills, hammer, Wagamama hammer. Just thinking on, let's have a cup of tea. Not a cup of tea, a drink of tea. Think. I've got my in this box I've got chuck, Jacob's chuck, chuck keys, screw chucks, drive centres, step centres, live centre, talking tape measure, some Forstner bits, just in case, you never know. Oh, right, that's my face shield. What I need to take is, where did I put that? See, this can be a problem as well. I'll put stuff away, then I'm not sure I put stuff away, and then I'm trying to think if I've got it or not, and because I can't see it, it generally entails ferreting around to feel it. So, great fun. Well, I'm not feeling it at the moment. Not feeling it. Where could it be? Where is it? I've had it somewhere. Can't remember. It's my tool rest, my Evolution tool rest. I found it, it's in this case here. Take that out of there. So yeah, the my tool rest. Take that. I think that's it. I think that's it. Face shield. Obviously you can't wear a power cap doing a demo because no one will hear what you've got to say. Just Bradall's there for marking things. very good. Can't think of anything else now. I don't need to take any extension or power because they've got power and extension cords and things like that. Or is it prudent to take one anyway? I really shouldn't need one, they should have one. Or a couple. Well, I know they have. They'll have their lathe plot. Because you're in sort of like the work zone, it's called, which is the demonstration area. And the place where you can go and try before you buy. I think that's it. So, take my, you never know. Again, might come in handy. I might change my long neck mini angle grinder, my Proxon. It's already in a nice carry case. There.
41 minutes 17 seconds.
So that's cool. And if that was just someone commenting, thank you very much. Good morning. Can't think. Well, I'm thinking, but I can't think of anything else at the minute. Pretty boring for you, eh? Just while I'm going through the process. These are actually too long to fit in any case, so these will just sit loose in something, on top of something. So I've got my two segmented glue ups, they're going, faceplates mounted to one. So I've got all the tools I need to turn that, I've got the stuff I'll need to finish that. And then I've got, yeah, I think I've got everything now. So what we need to do now is just actually if I take those off there, just sit them across the top of that. This can be closed up. Which is cool. That's closed up. Now that can go on top of the main body. Cool. Close the toggle, lock the toggles, so that's good to go. And then if I put these tools back over here, that can be closed.
44 minutes 1 second.
That can be closed, and then that's lifted on top of this thing. Which is sweet.
44 minutes 19 seconds.
It goes on there. In fact, I need to open that again now because the top tray needs to live in here. That's awesome. So I've got one tool chest, two tool chests, power sanding stuff. Let's put that there. Got my pull-up banner, Proxons. I've got this here. These little fellows that can just live on there for now. They can just sit on top of something. Got that and that. And that. So that's basically it, folks. I think I'm done there now. So I have got a checklist in the house which Nicola reads to me later. And then I can go, I forgot that. So I can just be closed up. So, right then folks, that's it. Thank you so very much for hanging out there for 50 minutes or so. So, hopefully I will catch you very soon. Oh, message. Hello? Okay, Nicola's going to read the list. Just excuse me one moment, folks. Don't need a lathe. Well, I've got the two segmented glue ups.
47 minutes 11 seconds.
I've got a spindle blank. I've got two segmented glue ups and a spindle blank. That should be enough. If not, Axeman should have got wood in there. Got the tools, abrasives, finishes.
Live. 47 minutes
Yorkshire
33
grip.
seconds.
Got chuck. Got the pull-up banner. Leaflets are in the house. Got calipers. Smocks in the house. Got my face shield. Business cards are in the house. Got two drills, one mains, one cordless. No! I haven't got my screwdrivers. You see, this is why we need the list. Screwdrivers. Yeah, I've got them now. Got my talking tape measure. I've got a knife. Got a centre finder. Yeah, I've got that. Got all. Super glues. Activator got. Diamond card got. Got drill bits. Got a Jacob's chuck. Got my depth gauge. Got kitchen towel. I've got that, yeah. First aid kit, yeah. No. Why? Got. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, got that. Dust masks I've got, but I don't need because I'm talking, doing a demo. Yeah, I've got chuck keys. Got Allen keys. Got drive sensors. Got tail sensor. I've got a texturing tool. Don't need my pen press, not pen turning, no. Don't need the tripod. Got wall thickness calipers. Don't need that, they'll have power. Don't need bungee cords because the lathe will be on a bench or on the stand. That's it then. Right, okay, thank you very much. Cheers, bye. So, luckily Nicola is listening to this in the house. So I'd forgotten some wire wool and screwdrivers. So I shall put those there and put them in the tool chest in a minute. So
15
Right,
minutes.
listen folks, I'm going to go. I've bored you enough. I just thought we'd hang out, share some news with you. Demo tomorrow at Axminster, Warrington. If you can manage to come, that's cool. If you can't, enjoy your Saturday anyway. Thank you so very much to all my subscribers, both past, present, new ones. Love you all, guys. So that's it. I'm done. So have a great weekend. Keep on
50 minutes
turning
33 seconds.
and keep kicking life in the arse. Thanks, everybody. Bye. This will be reach around. Bye, everybody.